All right, welcome back to another one. I just want a quick shout out to all those that have shared, subscribed recently. Every time someone actually shares something or subscribes, I get a bit of a notification. So for those that have done that recently and in the past, thank you very much, and hopefully it can continue. One other thing too, just want a big shout out to Dan from Pool Shark Coaching. Guys, if you don't know Dan, he's on Instagram at the moment. He's putting out a lot of good content. He's also started his own YouTube channel, and as you know, without your support, it's hard for us to actually, or it makes our job a bit easier to do this with your support. So jump on, check out Dan from Pool Shark Coaching. He's on Instagram and also on YouTube now. Give him a like and a subscribe and follow, and help him out also. So cheers for that, and let's get on with this. What you see right here is a bit of a situation where reds or yellows are actually pretty decent. So if we look at, say, yellows here, we can actually run that yellow up into there, pushing this yellow down here, and then opening this yellow up as well. But we can talk about probably looking a little bit on the safer side if we do go reds. So if we were to go reds and remove this red off that yellow, now this yellow becomes dead. And that's actually key in a way to, if you were to fail halfway through the out, which a lot of us do, this could be the savior that comes back and actually gets you another visit at the table. So when you're looking at outs like this, whether you go reds or yellows, look and see if you can change the game a little bit by bumping or moving their balls while you're making your out. But don't ever try and do something that's going to basically change the way you make your out, because that could also make a bit of a flow-on effect, like it could actually make it harder for you to make the out. So in this one, we can go yellows, but I'm actually going to opt with reds, only because if I were to then miss this out, the moment I play this onto there, that turns dead. You'd have to land on that and play a double. And it just means it's a better percentage chance of me getting back to the table. So this game's all about percentages. So here we go, I'll give it a crack. I'll take this red first. So I'll take this red, land somewhere around here. Then I can actually I don't want to hit this too hard. Just want to nick it in, move this yellow over to here, and then try and land on this one. Then we can play that one in there, this one, and then land on the 8 ball. Or we can play this one and then this one last to land on the 8 ball. So I want to get this one too hard. Just want to roll up to it and leave the white somewhere along here. Because if I hit it too hard, I'm going to push this yellow down the rail, and I don't want that. So I've just got to move. The key to that shot there was to move the yellow far enough so now this yellow can't go up, hit that yellow and go in. It's actually going to hit that yellow now and hit the jaw. So now it's safe for us to continue, and also now our percentages of getting back to the table if we make a mistake are much greater. So it's good in our favour. So I'm not going to take this one yet. I want to knock this one in, come back to this spot, and then roll that one in, and then I can knock this one in, and then either come across to there or play this one, then this one, and that one leads me over there. So all right, so I've had a couple little storage issues with my phone, so I'm just going to continue from here. I have to replace a couple of balls so I can get it back on here. So here we go. Something like that. And then now I can just stun across. Alright. Now I just want to pick this line that I can pick anywhere along here, and then stun this last ball in and play the 8 ball. you can go back. It's better to come back because I know I've got all this space. If I would have just done that in and had the angle going this way, then now I'm actually going into the 8 ball, which is no good. So again, another percentage shot. So now it's just simple. Knock it in and I can land anywhere here and then roll the 8 ball in. Alright, you can see now, let's just say, you know, I've missed, let's say I just missed that and went to there, or I had a few more balls on the table. You can see now that they still now have to do some work, and there's a good chance you're actually going to get back to the table. You might be in the world of hurt, but you only need that one chance to fluke a ball or get back in it, or put a little bit of pressure on your opponent. So just, yeah, take those little percentages in your favor, and you might find yourself having those few more little extra chances and maybe sniping a frame or two that you probably shouldn't have got. So hope you like that one. So another little percentage play here. My opponent's just stuffed up on reds, I'm on yellows. Now, pretty good chance now to clear. As you can see, there's a dead, not a dead ball, but a dodgy ball here. It does link nicely to this ball, so I know just by landing on this ball, I can roll it in, and as I've spoken about before, we've got linking balls. So I don't have to do too much with that, I just got to knock it in, and I'm always going to be on this one. So what I want to do is get to that one, but I want to play it in a way, this out, where if I do miss, I'm again a chance to get back to the table. So having a look around the table, this ball's on, this ball is on in there, it's not on in there, but it can be. This ball's on, this is their dodgy one here. So how can I make that still dodgy for them and still actually have a crack at the out? Well, I know that if they land on the double, it doesn't go. So realistically now, it only goes down the rail here. So if I were to play this one first, which if I'm going to go yellows, I can actually knock that one in first if I want to, or knock that one in, or knock this one in. So I do have choices. But in this situation, I have a dodgy one here, and I want to try and get onto that one pretty quick. And I'm going to leave this ball here, because if I do miss this one down the rail, and they get back to the table, they have to deal with this ball. And if I were to remove this one quite early by knocking it in, knocking this in, knocking that in, and clearing this end of the table, and then leaving this one till second last, knocking that in, and then leaving my linking ball, which is fine, if it goes wrong, then they can just roll all their balls in, or land on the double, or land over here and knock that ball in. So what I want to do is leave this one here and actually try and get onto my dodgy one first, and then make the out. Because if that one doesn't go in, the out is a lot harder for my opponent. So percentage wise, I'm a chance to get back to the table. So I'll leave this one here. I'll start with this one. And now I can play that one down, and if it doesn't go in, I'm not too fussed. So yes, I do want it to go in, but if I don't, then it's a little bit harder for my opponents. So, and I'm playing it now with a little bit of ease, knowing the fact that it's not a frame losing mistake. So there's two different mistakes. There's a frame losing mistake and not a frame losing mistake, which is probably not really a mistake, but it still is. So I'm gonna knock this in. If I miss it, it still shouldn't be a frame losing mistake, because they're not just gonna roll their balls in. Alright, so I've missed it. Now, you can see red balls actually have a lot of work to do. They can't just play this one because they've still got this one and this one. So now, looking at this shot now, probably pot that one and they're going to have to screw back into this one. That's what I'm probably doing. If I pot this one, I can try and pot this one. I can't really arc into the cushion and knock that one out the way, but it's all very hard. So what my very first shot here is, if I'm going to be reds and try and win this frame, I'm going to try and pop this, try and knock this out. But the issue there is I still have to land on this one or one of these balls. So a lot has to actually go right for my opponent to actually make this out. So here we go. I'll give it a crack. All right. And you can see straight away. So my opponent, I've been a little bit unlucky leaving my opponent that shot. They've played a beautiful shot, and they're still in trouble. So you can see percentages are in my favor by leaving this one here. All right. So again, I'll have a crack at reds, as my opponent would. They've really got nothing. They don't really have a double. They've maybe got a cut on. Let's see if they get it. Might nick into this one maybe. Who knows? And this is only happening because it's me. All right, so now, look at this. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, do I screw back? Oh, whoop. Whoop. Well, there you have it. But that shows you I have to be lucky in a couple of shots to actually make that out. So if your opponent has to make outs like this to beat you, don't be disappointed, because maths say you'll get more wins than losses if this has to happen to you. So again, I hope you like what you see. Please, as always, like and subscribe. Share these videos around, how it all works with the algorithm and stuff. Helps out me, and I'm trying to help out you guys. So till next time, see you later.